Yo guys, what is going on? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here, and in today's video, I've got a pretty solid gameplay in the background. This is going to be a nice 65-1 using the M27 assault rifle. You know, this M27, it's pretty good, but it's not to the point where it's too good where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is overpowered. I'm killing everyone when I know I shouldn't be. You know, we all come up with those guns like the AN-94 before it was patched. You know, I don't really notice too big of a difference, but I can tell something's a little bit wrong with it. But I really wanted to tell you guys that go ahead, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All links in the description below. If you can see in this gameplay, I am playing with 2 or 3 people, so those are my subscribers, guys. So if you do ever want to interact with me, ever want to join one of my open lobbies, I always tweet out Facebook, Instagram. So go ahead, follow me on there. It's really, really easy. If you guys don't have a Twitter account, make one. It takes probably 30 seconds, along with Instagram and Facebook. We all know everybody has Facebook, but I just really wanted to tell you guys that this gameplay, it's going to be a really nice 65-1. So I get 65 kills, but I die once. It's a little bit of a fail, you know, but because I die towards the end. But I do get my K9 unit, I believe 2, maybe 3 times, but I also do get a nuclear. So nuclears are really cool, guys. It's a 30 gun streak without, of course, using any kill streaks, you know. But I mean, when you do use your kill streaks, you still can, but they don't actually count towards your gun streak. So you can get a nuclear, but even if you get like 60 kills with the escort drone, it still doesn't affect it. Maybe you only got 10 kills with your gun, you're still technically only on a 10 gun streak. So that's what I really like about nuclears. It takes a lot of gun skill. But what I'm really here to talk about today is basically something that's been really popular recently. You know, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, COD Ghost is coming out so soon. COD Ghost, COD Ghost, COD Ghost. But I really am here to talk, you know, I mean, this may sound a little bit ironic and it may sound completely like a hypocrite, but I'm here just to talk about COD Ghost. And what I'm here to talk about COD Ghost is simply the fact that something that always interests me in Call of Duty and COD overall is the fact that DLC is actually something that keeps me really entertained. As you can see, of course, I'm playing on a DLC map, and I did get this gameplay I believe maybe 2 or 3 days ago, so I don't just uninstall the DLC and get a gameplay with it. But I do really like the simple fact that they're constantly adding guns, camos, game modes, maps, all these different things, and the fact that they're constantly updating zombies for all those zombies fans. You know, I'm not necessarily the biggest zombies fan, you know, I like zombies and all, but I'm not necessarily there all the time. You know, I play with a lot of friends occasionally, just a little bit occasionally. I'll sometimes play with subscribers, you know, if that's something that they really want to do, if that's what they're really into. But that's what I'm really here to talk about today, is the DLC in Call of Duty Ghosts, and that's what I'm really excited for. I cannot wait, just because mainly the fact that it's going to be on new consoles, considering the PC, Xbox One, PS4, all those different things. I feel like they're going to be able to release a ton of, and what I mean by a ton is literally a ton of DLC all the time, new maps, camos, guns, score streaks, all these different things. You know what I'd really like to see from Infinity Ward for COD Ghosts for the DLCs? I'd love to see brand new score streaks all the time. I'd like to see new challenges, new guns, new maps. You know, I can really never get tired of new maps. You know, that's what we're always really used to. We even had that way back when in the COD 4 days, but even now I'd like to see new guns. I'd like to see new perks. You know, new perks would be really cool, and even score streaks. I really love score streaks. Maybe I don't really know what they're gonna call them in COD Ghost. Maybe point streaks like they did in Modern Warfare 3. Maybe they'll call them kill streaks again. What do we know? We can't really tell too much. I mean, we could tell quite a bit from the multiplayer reveal, just basically how the game feels. I mean, of course, probably the people listening to this, there's probably maybe one guy who's played it, and that's just a maybe. I mean, maybe even one of my friends who's played it is actually listening to this. But I really just wanted to say that if you guys really want to support Infinity Ward, make sure, go ahead guys, buy their game. Don't get it from a friend or something like that. Buy their game. And I mean, of course they're gonna money whore out all the time to make us pay 20 bucks for a brand new camo or something like that, but I really do think that the new DLC is gonna be something that's gonna keep COD Ghosts alive, and that's why I think Call of Duty Ghosts is gonna be the revolutionary Call of Duty, the thing that makes the COD community stay alive. You know, I really am gonna be really excited for it. In fact, I really am excited for it. But that's really all I had to say. You know, I'd really like it if they had score streak DLC, perk DLC, all these different things. And right here, I'm getting really close to my nuclear in the gameplay. I was kind of freaking out because I knew the round was about to end, so I tried to get it really fast. Right now, I believe I'm on a 26 gun streak using the orbital VSAT escort drone in the K9 unit. But I want to talk a little bit about score streaks in Black Ops 2 here. Of course, the orbital VSAT, I really hope that does return in COD Ghosts, considering how really overpowered it is in Black Ops 2, because it's only, I believe, it's basically a 10 kill streak in TDM, maybe even 11 if you don't get any assists or anything like that. But in domination, it's usually maybe it could, sometimes it can be a 6 if you're using hardline, but sometimes it can be around the 9 or 10 area. But I do really think that the orbital VSAT, I hope to have it in COD Ghost. You can see right here we're already on the next round, and See, I'm just freaking out right now while watching. I can barely even speak, guys. I'm watching it. But don't forget, play the objective when you play COD Ghosts. I mean, right when it comes out, everybody's going to be kill whoring and stuff like that. But don't worry, play the objective. I really like playing the objective in Black Ops 2. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If we could shoot for 180 likes, that'd be really cool. Right there, I pick up the nuclear medal. So it's kind of like just like a Moab for Modern Warfare 3, except it's a little bit harder considering it is 30 instead of 25. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, follow me on I cannot talk. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's been COD MFT. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.